Last time on KLEIN version 0.1. He gathered some rice alongside the soup on the spoon and brought it in close proximity to his mouth. Let me feed you, man. You're so beautiful. You're so cute. Pure mind, Uriel. Pure mind. Without thinking, my hand reached out to touch his scar gently. Why would you touch a scar? Why? It gets dirty and then it's like, ouchie. I want this nightmare to end. And it will end. We just gotta lock it, you know? We just gotta marry the man. A few days later, I stepped into the bustling daycare center, Yale's beloved place of work. I sought out Yale amidst the cheerful chaos of kids playing with toys and other daycare workers dressed similarly to him. Once I spotted him, I carefully approached him with a smile on my face. Hey, Yale. My greeting went unnoticed as he was focused on calming a visibly upset young boy before him. You know, a man who focuses on his work, you know. Plus 1 point. Noticing me, he briefly gestured for me to wait, not approach, as he calmed the upset child. See that? Take focus on the kid, man. Because if he ditched the kid and went to me, minus 100 points, man. Focus on your work, especially when you're working with kids. I nodded, standing still on my spot to let him focus on his work. Yale placed a comforting hand on the boy's shoulder, encouraging him to express his emotions freely. He began demonstrating slow, deep breaths, prompting the boy to follow suit. There, you see? You're doing so well, Tony. Good job, buddy. Here's your plushie. And a little lemon candy. You love those, don't you? You can return to play with Miss Sophia now that she's returned. See? That's where she was. Yale gently gave the boy his elephant toy and lemon candy, calming the child's sobs into soft sniffles. Amidst the echoing noise of objects hitting the ground, my attention shifts to a young girl across the room. The child with an IV line attached to her hand seems to be diligently coloring a picture. She looks so young. What happened to her? It dawns on me that I've never really known what Yale's workplace is like. It seems to be a daycare for children with special needs. A pediatric daycare? I always thought it was just a regular one. Take me, man. Take me now, man. I love you. I've missed out on so much, but I'm grateful that Yale and I are talking more often nowadays. My gaze returns to Yale as I see him give a final pat on the boy's shoulder before approaching me. Hey, Uriel. Sorry for making you wait. No, not a problem at all. You're already at hard work now, I see. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling much better. Thanks you too, Uriel. It's really wonderful to be back here with the kids. You're doing an amazing job, Yale. Just remember to take it easy, alright? Yes, Nurse Uriel. I promise I'll follow your expert advice. He even knows how to tease a little. That's nice. Yale grinned and salutes me jokingly. Come on, I think you're the only nurse here, Yale, or I don't think bad to happen to anyone ever again. No, you see this? This is gonna lower the mood, and I use the word anyone, which is general. But I don't care about just anyone, I care about you. I care about you. His laughter rang out in response, blending with the children's sounds of the room. Sure thing, I'm a nurse only to these children. But in all seriousness, I'll make sure not to overwork myself. Yeah, you better. Better. I responded with a small chuckle and he joined in, laughing with me. Let's figure this out together, okay? Yeah, man, I'm still a bit weirded out how like there's a weird tree growing here. I nod. It was a reassurance to know that our determination wasn't one-sided. The fact that I won't be going through this alone anymore puts me a little more at ease. If I'm being honest, I'm worried about your safety. It's a serious situation, and we don't know who or what we're up against. We must move forward with caution and trust our instincts if something feels wrong. We're gonna have a happy ending together, yeah, just you wait. I'll protect us. Despite the daycare's lively and comforting atmosphere, the topic of our conversation makes me feel tense. Yes. Now, are we going to start? We're not going to rely on the police after all. The police? They're supposed to investigate my murder attempt further right after I was taken to the hospital. Yeah, right, about that. They actually asked me a few questions about your case, and that was all. No updates, nothing. They treated your case exactly the same way as how they treated my sister's case. Ooh, he fell silent at my words, and I could see the disappointment in his face. Yes, they didn't really seem to care, man. This police is trash here. Trash. Especially after I mentioned the possibility of KLEIN, an android, being involved in the crime. They just dismissed me immediately. It's unbelievable how unreliable they are at times like these. Yale sighed in frustration, rubbing his temple. But that's okay. We can try with all that we have. Yeah, we'll get things started now. You start locking your doors, man, okay? Start locking your doors. I compiled the evidence a few days ago. Let's discuss it. Hopefully we can get a clue from that. I'll be done in around 15 minutes. Do you mind waiting? You can wait here or wait outside. We wouldn't really mind either way. I think I'll wait outside. I don't want to interrupt anyone's work here. He chuckled and shook his head, disagreeing with my statement. You really won't bother us, really? But that's fine. I'll meet you outside then. I smiled and gave him a nod before turning around and leaving the daycare. I walked around the neighborhood and walked to a park nearby, occupying the empty seat. 15 minutes won't be that long of a wait. What should I do to pass the time? I rummaged for my bag, thinking of using my phone to kill some time. Darn, I totally forgot about this. I haven't been using my phone at all ever since the hacking incident, just as Yale is. Since both of our devices got hacked, we agreed to not using again because we could never be sure if the hacking had ceased or not. What? But didn't I just use his phone though? I just used his phone. It's been inconvenient at times, but for the sake of safety. I let out a sigh and looked up, observing the sunset. Just get a new phone, girl! Sell that phone, get a new phone. This sky's beautiful today. Sarah would love this, or factory reset your phone, you know? Sarah would love this. She's always loved sunsets. I wish I could capture it and share it with her. Wait, what am I thinking? Sarah's gone. Right, she's not with her. She's not here with us anymore. I keep forgetting this. It's hard. The reality of her absence feels surreal. It still feels unreal. I haven't fully accepted it. Of course not. My sister, Sarah. She didn't deserve to die. Especially not like that. Hate this. I hate it so much. I hate everything that's happened to her. Hey, Uriel. Yale stepped before me, flashing a lively smile my way. It is lovely, though. The strap of his gray sling bag, adorned with a dainty white rabbit charm, swayed as he moved. Sorry, do you mind waiting here for a little bit again? I have to go get my car. Men who drive. +1 point. Yale's gentle voice grounded me, just as thoughts of Sarah's demise floods my mind. I used to tear up and cry whenever I get reminded of her, and now I feel more angry rather than sadness. Sure thing. Take your time, Yale. I won't take too long. Yale seems to have noticed that something was off, as it took him a while to finally respond. I could see the concern in his face, but he didn't say anything and just smiled warmly. He disappeared again, making a light jog to the direction where his car is parked at. Okay, where's Al? Gotta punch him with Al. Oh, never mind. It's a little funny seeing the car so big. I finally settled into the car's comfortable interior as the door shut behind me with a thud. Yale sets aside his sling bag, already settled on the driver's seat. You're not going to go exercise today? No, I feel a bit tired today. Oh, I see. That's okay. You're recovering after all. Rest up. Yale just chuckled along with a small nod and began to start driving. Speaking of going to the gym and just work out in general, you're always welcome to join me. I tend to work out alone, and it would be nice to have you as a company. You know, I don't go to a gym, but I'll go for you. I'll go for you. Gladly. I'll think about it. I need the willpower to start doing it. What if I'm the willpower you're looking... What if I'm the willpower you're waiting for, Uriel? You are, man. Is this the flirting stage, man? Are you courting me? I need to have it in me, not from someone else. Why not? I sighed and leaned back, feeling the back of my head brushing against a soft fabric draped over the high seat. What's this? I picked it up from the seat, examining it closer. Wait. This is the one I gave him on his 17th birthday. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. February 14th, is that Valentine's Day? Yale blinked slowly. obviously flustered by my realization. He reached out to gently stop me from inspecting the jacket further, albeit a little hurried. You remember? Oh, this is a little embarrassing. I chuckled at his flushed reaction, finding it endearing. The fact he still holds it onto it, even after all this time. I doubt it still fits, Yale. You've grown so much since we were 17. Yale nervously chuckled, his cheeks flushing slightly at my comment. I like to think of it as appreciating people's gifts, Uriel. It's the same with the other gifts I've received. I still keep those goofy drawings my friend and I made before graduating from elementary school, too. That's so sweet. That's so endearing. You really appreciate little things. Or me too, actually. I treasure people's gifts like my life depends on it. Let's do that. I'll appreciate you. You give me a gift, I appreciate it. Let me think, actually. I do want to compliment him some more. Let me think about it. That's called endearing, actually. I'm gonna keep stroking his ego. Yale lets out another nervous laughter, nodding slowly in agreement. I can't help it. I find it incredibly thoughtful whenever someone gives me something. Bro, someone who appreciates gifts, man. Catch. Now that we're talking about it, can I see those goofy drawings? Although still laughing, I could tell he turned a bit hesitant at the question. Well, I think I have to refuse. Some pretty embarrassing notes are in there, so can't show you. Is it a dong? It's probably a dong. I grinned smugly at the mention of embarrassing notes, making me feel more cautious about to see its contents. Man, I remember I was in grade 6 and 7. The classmates would just draw dongs, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a cute face, so I drew it to all my friends, thinking it was an adorable, derpy face. Little did I know I was drawing dongs on all of my drawings, at my desk, and in front of my friends, and no one told me that it was a phallic-shaped item until I was in late high school. I'll say that story for another day. If I ever do another like drawing or Zetsu on stream, you can let me know, and I'll share the story in more detail. But Yale, your secrets are safe with me. I mean, yes, but I do think they're way too embarrassing to be shared. Whenever I look at them, I always wonder, why did I even think of writing that? I laughed along with him, understanding what he means all too well. That's what many of us feel like when we look at our younger selves at one point. Don't worry. That was me, man. That was me. I was obsessed with creepypastas. I would always draw Jeff the Killer. It was shameful. And Slender Man. Yes, that's why I will be keeping this embarrassing notes. Don't worry, I'm not gonna force you to do it. Yes, because we're all a little cringe back when we were young. I nod with a small laugh, fully agreeing with his sentiment about that. The car ride seems fun with our lively conversation. I hope nothing goes wrong, man. It's so sweet. What's up with this music, though? Upon entering Yale's apartment and settling into the living room, we sat facing each other with the compiled evidence and a laptop on the table. The culprit took the weapon, not leaving anything behind. What about fingerprints? Only mine is found on the crime scene. It's strange, really. In a crime scene like this, there should be at least what? 2 fingerprints. Okay, 2 fingerprints. Wait. You mentioned the attacker looked like KLEIN, right? Yes. I'm even more convinced now that it really was KLEIN, the android, who attacked me. KLEIN being the culprit would explain why only my fingerprints are found at the scene. Because androids have no fingerprints. Even if the weapon were left behind, no fingerprints would have been found on it, making it difficult to link to KLEIN. I did ask the police to investigate further, but like I said, they immediately dismissed my claims when I mentioned KLEIN's potential involvement. You see, the thing I don't get is like, when you reach a certain amount of like romance, then you get like a physical KLEIN, right? But this app is shared by multiple people. So is it just one like humanoid robot KLEIN that's doing this? Or is it like an army of KLEINs and my KLEIN just happens to be the psycho here? Right? That's what I'm a little confused about, but I hope they answer in this game. They just wouldn't believe me. They said it's impossible for sentient tech labs androids to malfunction to the point of causing grave harm like this, more so when the company is held in high regards for its extreme advanced AI technology. I see. This will be challenging. I have to think of something. Maybe if we could somehow get more evidence and people to support our statements, they could help our investigation? I took hold of Yale's laptop, focusing on the search box and began typing. That's a good idea, Uriel. We can raise awareness to the internet? I'll try looking up what's up with the company first, because they're the only I'll try looking up what's up with the company first, because they're the one responsible for everything KLEIN does, right? Soogle. This is the web results. I browsed for KLEIN's possible malfunction, but nothing about that comes up. Yale leaned closer to take in what came up in the web as well. Yes, you're right. Right there. With just the right amount of playful jealousy. I don't know about that. Look for forum posts. Yeah, look for forum posts. We gotta look at everything. I think looking through forum posts might help. Forums? Yeah, something like echobird.net. It used to be, I used to be a somewhat active lurker on that site years ago. I see. I began typing to echobird.net's browsing inquiry and entered Sentient Tech Lab's public community discussions. That's just Reddit. That's just Reddit, man. That's just Reddit. I began typing to echobird.net's browsing inquiry and entered Sentient Tech Lab's public community discussions. As expected, it's quite bustling. There we go. Been wanting to get my own Android, but I'm not sure about it. Drop some honest reviews? Well, no wonder. KLEIN is quite well known after all. Yeah, there we go. I talked to my friend's KLEIN Androids. It's multiple. But something feels off. No one seems to mention any drawbacks or issues with the app. It's all strangely positive. I mean, I can't find any negative comments, not even remotely bad. This seems unusual given how famous KLEIN is. The more famous something becomes, the more hate it usually attracts, right? Well, I might be a little too skeptical. This is just an observation. It feels like something doesn't add up in these posts. Everything is overwhelmingly positive. Great reviews, users enjoying the KLEIN Android. It's all sunshines and rainbows. It's a little unbelievable. Yeah, that's suspicious. People often go crazy with conspiracy theories when AIs are involved, even in this age. Remember Quantic Labs? They faced major backlash when they announced the development of their girlfriend android. Oh, I remember the chaos. Some even tried boycotting the company, didn't they? It made headlines. There were debates about morals, ethics, and privacy concerns regarding dating an android girlfriend. That makes sense. Yeah, I recall that uproar. The commotion was so intense that I couldn't even go to work because of the roadblocks. Wow. That incident led to more regulations for AIs. They began restricting androids from entering crime scenes, religious spaces, and even funerals. I released a frustrated sigh, closing the laptop and slumping back in my seat. This is so frustrating. Every article out there praises the company as if I'm the only one grappling with the app's challenges. Please don't be too hard on yourself, Uriel. If recounting those events makes you uncomfortable, we can take it. Oh, no. It's okay, Yale. You don't need to worry. This isn't something I can let slide. I need to take action. I can't just sit back while the person responsible is still out there. This is gonna be tough, huh? Okay, if you say so. I think it'd be helpful to list out the odds that have happened with the KLEIN app over the last 2 years you've been using it. Maybe we can find some patterns or clues that could help our investigation that way? Right. Yes. Do you remember any odds you've experienced while using the app? Or a particularly strange event that stood out to you? I might be able to recall one or two. I think. That one KLEIN turned off my alarm. KLEIN character data disappeared right after the news of Sarah's death. All of it. Tell them all of it, man. That's certainly concerning. Okay, let's list these odd occurrences here first and foremost. Afterwards, we can try including them in the post we're going to make. Perhaps someone out there has answers, has experienced something similar, or clues that we need. It would be a little comforting to know we're not alone in this, right? We're not alone, man. We have each other. You're right. Hopefully, it'll provide some help. I hope so too. I think we should just make the description relatable enough for others to understand and avoid revealing too much details. I agree. Of course, I recognize the risk in taking matters into our own hands, but I just couldn't bear staying idle any longer, especially with how the police has been blatantly ignoring us. We're uncertain how these posts will help, but it's worth trying. Perhaps someone out there has experienced something similar, or has a clue to this whole thing. Every clue will be significant to our progress. Yale types the post and slides his laptop towards me for review. I think this works? Yes, this looks good. You adjust some details, didn't you? Yes, a little bit, to ensure we don't reveal too much. Could be risky. I hope that's okay? Yes, of course. I think we should post then. Yeah, Yale nodding for confirmation, obviously just as nervous as me. Let's do it. I've never felt this anxious before. Me neither. Pressing the post button, the words were now visible to all on the form. Yale turned with me with a faint, unconvincing smile. All right, Uriel, we've posted it. Let's hope people notice and share their thoughts on this. I hope so too. This post might help us raise awareness about client androids. What do we even call it? Malfunction? And just maybe, we could get the police's attention as well if the post gets enough attention. Along with the other odd occurrences like our hacked phones, it's becoming difficult to discern which events are actually connected and which ones are a mere coincidence. By the way, Yale, are you using a new device now? The white phone. I haven't seen that one before. Oh no, actually, that's my old phone. I went back to using that one after leaving the hospital. Oh, I thought you were only using your laptop. That's what I've been doing myself. Why am I still carrying my phone with me? Yeah, that's what I initially planned too. But it's not very convenient, so I opted for my old phone. Fortunately, I still have it. I see. Well, that's probably the safest route right now that still allows you to use your phone. Yeah, just get a new phone, girl. What am I doing? Yale smiled softly, but his expression turned serious shortly after. He furrowed his brows, rubbing his clothed arm nervously. Let's discuss something. Yes? Our phones were hacked around the same time, right? And not slowly. Okay. I've been thinking, if the hacking is happening because of the client app installed, then by logic, mine shouldn't have been hacked since I don't have the app on my phone. Yet, mine still got hacked. Around the same time as yours too. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. And then? By that, I meant to say there's a correlation between... Yale's words trailed off, just as I awaited his next thoughts. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I think there's a clear correlation between your client and the client android that attacked me. Because one thing I can't make sense of is why it said something about you, yet came after me instead? He gestured with increasing uncertainty. His hands fumbled in an attempt to give form to his scattered thoughts. Okay, so there's multiple client androids. Got it. Wakata. It's about the client android's reasoning. That client android attacked me because it said it wants something from me. Sorry, I think I lost my train of thoughts. He chuckled softly, looking a bit sheepish while rubbing the side of his neck. I think I need a moment. I'll take some time to gather my thoughts and explain properly. Maybe he wants to be you, man. He wants to wear your skin. Yes, of course, Yale. Yale seems completely out of his element, grappling with his thoughts in a way I haven't witnessed since we were young. The situation is clearly taking a toll on him. I still don't understand how your phone could get hacked either. You've never had the client app installed. Nothing makes sense. The more I ponder this, the more confusing it becomes too. I've never installed anything unusual as well, and my phone's security software is always updated. I don't get it. To see Yale so lost in his thoughts almost makes me feel guilty. I have to console him. I reached out for his shoulders, but he shook his head immediately. He just smiled at me, firmly yet politely declining my attempt to comfort him. Oh no, Uriel. I was just mumbling to myself. I'm just really determined on truly understanding what's going on. Let's hope for the best. For now, we've done what we could. With enough attention, we might get some answers. Let's give it a week, or a couple days. Yale smiled earnestly, taking the laptop back to his direction before shutting it down. What should we do now then? Good question. How about we make dinner together? Yeah, let's make dinner. Oh right, I forgot, we just got off of work. I get that. Sometimes anxiety makes us forget something as important as eating. Let's get ready then. Why don't we make your favorite meal? Yeah, you don't have to make my favorite. Anything works really, or Oh, you're always so thoughtful. I actually would really appreciate a good meal right now. Yeah, there we go. I compliment him. I'm glad then. I was hoping your favorite meal would make you feel a bit better at least. Maybe I could lend a hand with your assignment too? Oh, right. How did you manage to remember my own college assignments better than I do? I am in college? Since when? I shared a laugh with him, deep down admiring his sharp memory. Bro, when guys remember the littlest details about you, make my heart go doki doki, you know? Like my interests, my likes, my tastes. It's something I've learned to do growing up. So what about your... It's something I've learned to do growing up. What's your assignment about? It's some research work. I've been struggling to gather enough material for it. Research work. Depending on what the topic is, I might have some helpful resources you can use. How about we check out later? Once we're done with dinner, I meant. Sure thing. That'd be a great help. I owe you for this one, Yale. No worries. That's what friends do, right? Don't give me the friend card, Yale. Don't do this to me. Don't give me the friend card, man. We're not friends, okay? We're future spouses. Please, you don't owe me anything. I just want to help you out. His smile was reassuring as we stepped into the kitchen together to get our meal ready. You should change, though. You should change, probably. That looks uncomfortable, wearing your work uniform with kids not on it. Sorting through my desk, thoughts of the past Yale and I made lingered. It's frustrating. Still no response after nearly a week. Sorting through my desk, thoughts of the post Yale and I made lingered. It's frustrating. Still no response after nearly a week. Despite the forum's activity, our post isn't attracting any attention. Even trivial meme posts get thousands of views and comments, but something as serious as this goes unnoticed. Strange. It's great to see you again in better spirits these days, Uriel. Briar's voice snapped me back to reality. I turned to my friend Briar with a hint of confusion on my face. She chuckled softly, nodding with a gentle smile. Don't me. I'm genuinely glad to see you're doing a bit better. Yeah, she's right. We were worried about you, Uriel. Cassius chimed in, adjusting his tie as he speaks. You look like you were losing your will to live, and it was really concerning to say the least. With your sister's passing and all. Bro, as long as I got Yale, I can keep going. The day Yale goes away, I'm deleting the game. I'm deleting the game. Watch me. Cass! Don't mention that now! She elbowed Cassius's torso, making him hunch his back in surprise, and let out an ow sound. Sorry. Never mind what I just said. Even yeah, Uriel. Meant what I said. We were worried, you know? I chuckled lightly, grateful that they cared enough to notice. In a way, I did feel like I was losing my drive for a bit. It was tough, but I'm in a much better place now. The two exchanged relieved smiles at my words. We're happy to hear that. Remember, we're always here for you, Uriel. And the same goes for you guys. As I've grown older, I found it increasingly challenging to forge and maintain friendships. That's why having these two around the office means more to me than words can express. Despite Briar's quirks and Cassie's habits, they're the most genuine friends I've had so far in this office. I honestly didn't even think I'd make friends when I first started here. Closing my laptop, I began organizing my desk, putting everything back in its place. I'm heading out first, guys. See you all tomorrow. Briar, who was just starting to touch up her makeup, immediately turned to me with a smile. See you. It's a bit unusual for you to leave early. Anything fun planned for the evening already? Yeah, a friend is picking me up today. Oh? What I just mentioned seemed to catch your interest. Briar flashed a mischievous grin, encouraging me to continue. So, someone's picking you up, huh? Cassius joined in, wearing a smug smile. Who's the lucky one then? I chuckled at their teasing, shaking my head in amusement. Seriously, it's just Yale. Don't get too excited. No, you should get excited. Just Yale, huh? Sure thing. Aw, come on, Uriel. We all know Yale means more to you than just anything. I mean, it's true that we've been spending a lot more time together now, but... Yes, we're really becoming a thing, man. Let's do it, let's do it. Let's do it. Briar and Cassie's eyes widened at my words before they burst into laughter. Whoa, I wasn't expecting you to say yes that quick. Well, I didn't tell him first, but I gotta... Dang, Yale must be up in the clouds if you could hear this right now. Well, that means we won't need to worry about annoying you anymore with our teasing, right, Cass? 100%. I chuckled along with them, feeling warmth spread across my cheeks at the thought of Yale. But despite spending so much time together, Yale always refers to me as his friend. Yes, we are friends. Our bond feels stronger now, as if the strain we once had never existed. I'm not sure what it is exactly about it that makes it so easy. His company is always so comforting, reassuring. I'm not sure if I'm bothered by the fact that he keeps calling me simply as his friend, nothing more and nothing less. Seriously though, you two practically live in each other's places. Briar's playful tone snapped me out of my pointless mulling. Right, you always seem so eager about visiting his place. It's obvious in the way you say it. That's exactly how me and my... Oh, that's enough, guys. You two are impossible. Briar and Cassius continues to poke fun at me, their smirks never fading. You're so funny. But for real, Uriel, seems like things are blossoming for you two. Yep. You'll be out of the single Pringle Club in no time, and poor Briar will be the last one standing. Watch your mouth. I have my gorgeous Miss Adeline to keep me company. Briar joked, referring to her beloved fictional character, who she deeply adores. She would often gush about her to us, a character from her favorite webcomic series. Why can I can relate to you so hard, you know, Briar? If you ever find yourself feeling down again, feel free to call me anytime, okay? Well, I need to get a new phone first. Thank you, Briar. I'm doing better now compared to those tough days. I reassured them, noticing their supportive nods and smiles. We're glad to hear that. Now come on, your Prince Charming is probably waiting outside. My eyes involuntarily rolled at Briar's jest, but I decided to humor her. Have fun, secret rendezvous and all that. Take care, Uriel. Don't keep your friend waiting. I'm going now. See you guys tomorrow. I nodded with a smile and gathered my belongings, waving in the direction before departing. I headed towards where Yale was waiting by the car, parked nearby the office building. I was met with this warm smile when I settled into the seat. Okay, come on, we gotta woo him in. We gotta unlock our inner charismatic hero. Hey, Uriel, what's putting that big smile on your face this evening? Oh crap, am I smiling a little too much? Hey, Yale, well, I just had a little joke with my co-workers. Briar and Cassius, was it? I'm glad it seems like you're getting along better with your colleagues now. Are you still thinking of changing jobs then? The opening I mentioned might still be open. Oh, the cafe job, is it? Yes, that one. Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't get to tell you what I decided. I think I'll stick with my office job for the time being. It's gotten more bearable now that I have my friends there. Please don't apologize. In fact, I'm glad you feel comfortable enough in your current workplace now. Switching jobs can also be stressful, so I just hope it continues to get better there for you. Yale's tone feels so comforting as he started the car's engine. Thank you so much, Yale. They're a bit handful sometimes, especially Briar, but I know they mean well. Yale nodded along as I speak, smiling. I'm glad. How about you, Yale? Is your neck scar still bothering you? Just a little bit. It's healing well. Today was actually a really fun one at the daycare. We decorated a room for our child's birthday celebration with my coworkers. That's so sweet. That sounds like a great time indeed. Yes, it was. And seeing their happy expressions after decorating the room makes it worth the effort. By the way, I wanted to tell you something. Do you know what's the latest with the post we made? I'm not sure if you're aware, but it got deleted. Have you had a chance to see it? What? No, I haven't been able to check it today. What do you mean it got deleted? Yes, I checked it during my lunch break. It got deleted. Yale passed me his phone to confirm it. The screen displays the notice of our deleted post, but there's no specified reason. Bro, the mods are in on it. The mods, they're from the company. It seriously got deleted. Yes, it's odd. I wonder why. Exactly. It's almost like information is being hidden. We discussed the situation during the drive home. Now that we've arrived at his place, we gathered the evidence with Yale's laptop on the table. Could it have been flagged as false or harmful in some way? Mods usually remove posts for those reasons. I thought about it, but usually we'd receive a notification stating the reason for the deletion, right? But there's none this time. A conflicted look crosses Yale's face, and he falls silent. That's definitely strange. Maybe someone didn't want that information out there. I just wish there's a way to find out what was in that post. I saw a notification of a comment, but now with the post gone, we can't check who commented. Someone commented? I missed that notification. But it could also just be an issue with the app's settings for me. Uriel, do you remember what the comment said? No, I don't. I want to try reaching out to the user. It might have saved some information. Though, I can't really recall the username since the notification vanished with the when the post was deleted. Man, if I saw that, I would have screenshot it right away. You know, I would screenshot, send to Yale. That's what I would do. Still, I'll give it a shot with what I remember. Good idea, Uriel. If they commented, they most likely have something to share. Tapping away, I noticed Yale leaning in for a closer look at our vanished post from a couple of days ago. He stayed silent while studying the screen with a furrowed brow and faint frown. I'm still thinking about how there's no notification from a moderator about deletion. This is really strange. But Uriel, actually, I noticed a few posts were deleted from the forum in the last few hours. Though I don't necessarily notice them all being related to Klein. I should have given them more thought. I just skimmed through the posts. But they must all have something in common, right? Because if not, why would they get deleted for no reason at all? Right, he's onto something. I think he might have a point. So it's likely the employees from the sentient tech labs themselves trying to uphold their reputation. He nods slowly, his expression growing serious. That's what the pattern here seems to be pointing at, yes. I contemplate whether to report the message or leave it as is. Repost again. Repost again. Let's do it again. I find myself hesitating before eventually typing a new post with Yale sitting right beside me. You're reposting again, Uriel? Yes, I think it wouldn't hurt to try. Yeah, what if the person comments again, you know? Alright, I'll try reposting on my own account as well. Though it feels a little uncomfortable having to recount the disturbing events involving my sister's death, the possible involvement with Klein every time I have to repost it. After I discussed things for a bit on how we could possibly reword the post before reposting, we both hit share once again. It's weird to do 2 accounts though, right? Unless you make it really different. If our post is trying to raise awareness regarding the issue got deleted, we should be extra careful with the wording now. Sentient tech must be on high alert. Yale's attention is focused on his phone screen, scrolling for something worthwhile to compile as our clue, same as I do. My eyes widen as I receive an incoming notification while scrolling through the forum post. Wait, someone commented with a link to another post. Is that so? Yale scooted closer towards me, leaning in a bit forward to see the notification as I tapped on it. The post says, "A while back ago, I saw the humanoid walking around all alone without an owner. It's suspicious." Me and Yale exchanged looks before scrolling down to continue reading the full comment. The user had attached a picture with the caption. Oh, what? There we go. Klein android I saw wandering without an owner. Taken around that one hotel on Red Road? Ooh. Sentient tech, you're suspicious of trying to cover this up. Ooh. What? It seems like a road near this area, right? Ooh. Klein walking around? The picture's blurry and dark. Not to mention the oversized jacket does not help. But with this photo, we can support a statement about Klein's harmful behavior. Screenshot it, man, you fool. Screenshot it, you fool, right now. Go ahead. Put in the Wayback Machine right now. We both exchanged a determined glance, recognizing the potential significance of this discovery. We need to contact them. Right, but how do we approach this? We should make a plan with them immediately. Talking online might not be safe. We should reach out to them and ask if they're willing to share more. No, I think talk online might not be safe, man. Let's make a plan right away. If sentient tech could notice us making these posts and almost immediately take actions to delete them, that means they're closely monitoring us, right? It feels like someone's watching our every move. Yale seems concerned as he asks for me to reaffirm my immediate decision. Are you sure, Uriel? Yeah, I am. What if the form isn't safe after all? It almost feels like someone's watching our every move. Every word exchanged, Yale. It makes me feel paranoid. I understand, really. But I'm concerned. What if it's... Never mind. I think we should try. But we need to be extra careful, okay? A plan to meet in a very public place with the easy exit would be a good idea. Sort of like a cafe. Yeah, I agree. Okay, what should we say? I tapped on the keyboard and start composing a message, carefully wording it while Yale watches over my shoulder, helping me. Yes, I think that's good. Alright, saying it now. I hope it's in the DMs, man. This message could be the key to unlocking the truth behind all that's happening. Now, I think we should give it a couple more days again. Wait for the response. Yeah, we can do that. I leaned back against the seat with looks at Yale with determination and hope. At least I'm not alone in going through things anymore, and it makes me feel a bit better to have someone like Yale by my side. Why don't you get some rest in the meanwhile, Uriel? Or we could go somewhere together for a change of air. Things have been really stressful for you after all. Yo, let's take a countryside vacation. Speaking of going somewhere for a change of air, I'm reminded of Sarah's invitation to go on a staycation before all this happened. Well, let's travel, man. Let's just travel. We can take a road trip. To be continued in log 2. You've reached the end of log 1 of KLEIN version 1. Thank you for playing. Dang, that was a lot longer than I thought. I don't think they updated the description of the game, because the game description said it would take about 40 minutes to an hour to play, and I've been playing this for 4 hours. I think it's because recently the log 1 came out, and I believe they're actually releasing these in chapters. So I think log 1 was like chapter 1. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I actually had a lot of fun with that game. I was enjoying it a lot more than I thought. You know, I love visual novels. I love visual novels a lot. I don't play them a lot because it hurts my voice a lot, but I thought like maybe doing a short one would be a good compromise, but as you can see, it was much longer than I thought, but it was very good. The quality was actually very nice. I love the subtle details of the characters blinking with their mouth moving and little CGs. I do think it's a little unfortunate that AI art was used for some of the backgrounds, but for the most part, a lot of them weren't, and the characters weren't, so I think with more of a budget, they'd be able to afford more assets, so I won't hold it against them. Because in terms of positive, I love the story writing. I love the characters too. Man, Yale's just amazing. His character development, mwah, mwah, gorgeous. I didn't see a lot of KLEIN, I guess because he has his own routes, but I kind of totally ignored KLEIN. I completely cast into the side, so I didn't really get to know much about him. But he does have a route which is shorter apparently, so if you're interested, this game is completely free. I recommend you check it out. Yeah, overall, this was a great experience. When log 2 comes out, I think I will play it. I think I'm gonna play it. I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm curious how the story is gonna progress. I hope you enjoyed it too, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye bye.